To get to your phone webpage, what you'll need to do is open an Internet Explorer and go to 172.29.255.21/Ccmuser. From there, what you'll need to enter is your username and password. Your default username and your username that you always use is your extension. For my case, today, I'll be using 0409. Your default password is 12345. From here, this is the web page that opens up. You will need to go to User Options, and then if you'd like to change any passwords, you would go to User Settings. Under User Settings, you have a couple options to change. You can change your browser password or your phone PIN. The browser password is the password that you use to enter into the web page. So, if you would like to change that to something other than 12345, you could do that here by entering the current 12345 and new password. The new password has no requirements. It could be either alpha or numeric or a combination of both. You may also change your PIN. You have something called a phone PIN. The phone PIN is used for coming over and going into your personal directory, which is under Directories, number 4, Personal Directory. There, your user ID is the same as the one you use to enter into the web page. In this case, it was 7191 for me. And the PIN would be the one that you see here. This is the phone PIN. So by default, it's 12345. You'll need to make that change because it will expire after a certain set of days. So make that change. These do have to be only numeric. These cannot be a combination of alpha and numeric. The PIN must only be numeric. You'll hit save and you're done. The next option you can go to under User Options is Device. Under Device, you can see you have a multiple of options, but the only one you need to worry about is speed dials. Under speed dials, you can see that the first option I have here is speed dial settings. I can put number. That's the number that I would like to be dialed out. If it's an internal number, we just need to have a 4-digit extension. So 0410 would work perfectly for training 1. Although, if this were an outside number, what we would have to add is a 9, 1 if it's long distance, and then the rest of the number. If it is not long distance, make sure to remove the 1. You cannot add dots, dashes, or any kind of formatting to this number. Please only have it be the number as you would type it into your phone. You can then give a label, and that is what will show up on your second line button right here. That's your speed dial setting. Then you have something we call abbreviated dials. Under abbreviated dials, you do the same thing. For extensions, just do extension. For anything else, you would do 9. And click Save. From there, you could go to your phone, select a user or abbreviated dial, select 2, hit ABBR dial, and it would dial 0410 for you. I recommend printing this page out because this page that you have populated will not show up anywhere outside of the web page. So, if you print this page out by going here and printing, you can put this next to your phone and use it as a guide for when you're trying to select which abbreviated dial you're using. Remember, if I hit 2 and then ABBR dial, that's dialing row 2. If I were to hit 4 ABBR dial, it would dial this number. And again, no dashes, dots, or any type of formatting. The next option you have is to go to User Options and Personal Address Book. This is where you can create your own personal directory. Under Personal Address Book, I can see everybody I've created. I have not created anybody yet in this address book, so what I can do is go to Add New. From here I can put a first name and a last name and any type of nickname I like. You could also just reuse their first name and last name if you like. Home phone, you would need to put 9, 1 possibly, or just the 10-digit number. And for a work phone, if it's an internal, you could put 0410. Save. From here, we can see that it shows up. This would actually show up under Personal Directory, under Personal Address Book. We can do a submit and find anybody we've added. Once we find the person we've added, we can go to them, hit select, highlight, and it will call back the number we're trying to reach. You can also add something called fast dials. Fast dials show up in the same area as the Personal Address Book. What you're able to do is say add new. Under fast dials, you could do find. Select which one you'd like to add to a fast dial by clicking the hyperlink, clicking save, and then it will add to your fast dials. Your fast dials, as I show here, will show up, for instance, for a mobile for Brent is M-Brent. If I were to click that, or click dial, or pick up my handset, it will automatically dial my mobile, which is Brent's mobile, whatever number I have associated. That is your complete guide through your user phone web page.